Hello? How's the audio? Can you hear me okay? Or do I need to turn down the music a little bit more? I'm scared. I hope that nothing goes wrong. Hello? I need a drink. Well, thank you, Evo. Oh, okay. Hold on. How about here? Is this setting a bit better? voice is quiet. Are you sure about that? Or are you talking about, like, before? Because I know there's a delay between us. Hello, Cassiel. Good night. What? Music volume sounds the same. I mean, I turned it down. Hold on. Actually, this is a pretty loud upload. Let me see if I can go into my volume mixer setting and have it to where Firefox is, like, naturally a little bit lower. How about this? Is this better, or is it too quiet? Like, I could do an adjustment. I got this. Hey, what? I want it to be in the loop. We're sticking with this song. Does my mic at least sound decent? Is it just that the music is, fucked up now? How's this? I'm having to, like, redo a bunch of things, because, as you know, I just set up my PC today. I wish Mina was here. Let me see if I can get them. Hello? I'll tell you in a second. I'm trying to get Mina to help me. Oh, yeah. I'm kind of, like, in love with this song. I cannot stop listening to it. I remember the other day, I think we were making curry, and I was just having this music playing. Mina, I just wanted to ask if the audio sounds okay, because I was here having a lot of people saying that it was, like, too quiet. So I went into the settings, and I made Firefox naturally, like, at 80%, like, it can't go any higher. How do I sound, like, mixing-wise? Does my mic sound quieter than it normally does? Like, I genuinely need your help because you tend to know very, very well how my stuff is. Hello, Dino. Yeah, that's not good. Wait a second. Why is the mic audio in the green area? We usually have it in the yellow. How about this? Yeah, usually we have this in the yellow. What about now? Does it sound a little bit more like how it used to be? I was, like, literally, like, at the beginning of yellow, and now I put it at the end of yellow. Hello, Bashina. Hi. What? I don't... Hold on. Oh, I know what's going on. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Huh? Why would I naturally be quiet? Hi. This is why I wanted to do a stress test, because I knew something would be wrong, and I have a collab that I'm hosting tomorrow, so I'm like, okay, I really gotta test this out here and there. Does it sound, like, too loud now, out of curiosity? Because Mina swears that the mic volume should be, like, at the beginning of yellow. The background music is loud. Here, I'll show you why that confuses me. Hi, Afro. Having a very bad day! I hope your day is good, though. Let me turn that down if it's truly that loud. 'Cause, like, here, look. Desktop. This is how quiet the music is. This is like how like low it is. I know that you mean versus my voice, but I'm just saying like this should be really low. Like, why is it still giving me so much trouble? This entire day has been just troubleshooting. I just found out that I might be being scammed on eBay, and eBay will not help me. They send me through these AI bot loops, and because the scam possibly that I'm going through is how do I explain it? It's done in such a specific way that I'm kind of trapped. Like I can't do anything about it. I'm just like screwed. Audio settings are relative. Yeah, but like on my last computer, like on the last computer, I had it about this low. Like I can barely turn it any lower. Whenever it's already at like 5 out of 100. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Do it to 1? Like I can go back into the volume mixer and I can make it even quieter. But like whenever I'm wearing my headphones right now, if I have my headphones to max, the music's really not that loud. So I don't know why it's so different for OBS. It's perfect now. I'm getting mixed signals. I wish I knew what this sounded like, actually. I should have done maybe a recording, possibly. But, I really need help right now. Sounds good. Well, I wonder if it's just that this upload in particular is really loud. I think, actually, that might be it. Let me go and test Resident Evil. Also, sorry that I haven't, like, more personally said, like, hello to everybody. This is mostly just hell to me. It's alarming to me because, like I said, like, having it as low as it is, that's not how we had it on, my last computer. What about this? How does this sound compared to my voice? I have it, pretty low. I have it around to where, the Monkey Island was. So how good are we talking? Like, would you say that this song right now is, like, a bit too quiet? Or do you think it's, like, so perfect? Like, super perfect? Because in my headphones, I have it all the way at max and I can barely hear it. Don't know if you'd be able to hear voices. What do you mean? Like, I'm talking about my voice. Music could go up a little bit. Alright, how about, like here? Where I have it right now is kind of where I've been having it lately, the last few streams anyway. Thank you. This is good? Okay, and then how does my mic sound? Like, even if you can hear my voice over the music, does my mic sound at the usual volume that it typically is? A lot of just confusing stuff. Like, I remember, I thought it was going to be a smooth transition to the new computer, so we tried to transfer the profile from this OBS to my other OBS, but there's like a hidden config file that has all your plugins, all your sources, all your scenes, etc. That didn't transfer over, so we had to like reset up my old PC, then transfer those files over, and we didn't have to do as much work as I was worried after we did that. I thought I was gonna have to like just re-put every source manually. Stream Deck was a pretty easy transition because like saving profiles on that is very, very easy. The only thing that got scary was certain things weren't working, and then I realized like, oh, I need to install the VTube Studio plugins. It's been a while since I've gotten a new PC, and when I got my last PC, I was not a streamer whenever I got the new PC, so I didn't have to worry too much about any configs like for OBS or anything like that. So this is the first time that I had to worry about a bunch of stuff, and it was so tiring. I've spent about, let's see, 7 hours? Which I don't understand. 7 hours? There's no way that this has been 7 hours. But it's been 7 hours. I just don't remember any password at all. I've had to reset the passwords so many times for everything. And it's just so gaslighty. I keep using passwords and they're like, nope, that's wrong. Nope, that's wrong. And then I get scared. If I keep trying different passwords, it's gonna lock me out for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, even more. And then I'm like, fine, I'll just reset the password. And there was even one time where I reset the password, tried to put it in, and it's like, nah, that's not the right one. I'm like, I just said it. It's, ugh. And now I'm being maybe scammed on eBay. I'll tell you the scariest fucking thing. So, I pre-ordered something on eBay months ago. Oh, hi Travis. Thank you for the raid. We're doing a rare just chatting stream because today and yesterday has just been busy or boring or awful. It's first world problems, but that's okay. But I pre-ordered an item from eBay many, many months ago. It's a pre-order. And they basically didn't really know when it was going to release, but they're like, well, we promise XD that we will give you the thing. You can trust us. I'm like, okay. And then they're like, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to ship a piece of paper that totally says that we're so totally going to give you the item one day. And so eBay system says item was shipped. And that's basically, I knew it was bad. No, I knew it was risky. But I'm like, well, it'll probably be fine. But eBay thinks that they shipped the item. So eBay doesn't want to do anything to help me. I try to go through automated systems. Because, like, I messaged them today. I'm like, hey, can I get a status on that order? And you want to know what they say to me? You want to know what the seller said to me? Who is this? And I don't know if they're fucking with me. That they also asked, like, what's your order ID? And I'm like, what? Scroll up in the conversation. Scroll up in the DM. What do you mean? What do you mean, who am I? I don't know if maybe DMs disappear after a while, but they shouldn't. So now I'm at their mercy. If they decide not to refund me, there's nothing I can do. Because if I try to report, like, item didn't arrive, they're like, oh, which of these 4 recent items that you ordered didn't arrive? It's like, oh, it's none of those. It's actually, like, one from a long time ago. I need to talk to an agent so I can properly explain what happened. But no matter what I do, no, you gotta go through the automated system. You gotta go through the automated system. So the only way I can actually get in touch with them is if I have to, like, select some option in a hidden spot somewhere, and then I can send an email, and hopefully get an email, that way. I've done a pre-order through eBay before, and it was pretty stressful. It felt a little bit sloppy, but I did actually eventually get the order. And they don't have bad reviews or anything, so I thought I would be fine. I wasn't very thrilled about the situation, but I decided to risk it because I thought it would be fine. But now I'm just scrambling, trying to get them to refund me because it was quite a bit of money, and it was like the immediate thing after I kind of finished setting up my PC, which took like 7 hours. Just like downloading things, reconfiguring things, etc. So got hit with the eBay right before the stream because I got an email response finally because they hadn't responded for 2 days. So right before I'm about to go live, then I get notified that they emailed me and let me know that they don't know who I am or what my order is. They don't recognize the order ID now. So they're like, oh, what name is it? What's the recipient name? I'm like, it's like, I just wanted the damn Phaeton figure. It's not an official figure. It's not like from Ami or something, but kind of a bummer. So I'm just gonna hope that they'll do something. And you might be thinking, oh, well, why don't you get some revenge and leave a negative review? You can't, because there's a window for that. So I would have had to leave a negative review maybe a month after it, quote, arrived. So I'm kind of like screwed. Now, it feels bad, it seems bad. Doesn't necessarily mean it's actually a scam. I know that you're probably thinking like, oh my god, she's so innocent, she doesn't realize she's being scammed. Like, I know scams, I know it seems like a scam, I know it could be a scam, but I also know how it can maybe not be a scam. And I don't want to necessarily just like 100% say, hey everybody, I am being scammed. I am in a situation that I do not like. I'm in a situation to where they cannot verify my order possibly, and I don't know why. and I'm in a situation where they may not help me, and I might have to just deal with it, and I'm not happy about that. 50-50, you get scammed or you don't. Basically, I don't know how it's gonna go. They've always been polite. The thing they shipped me was a paper that said, "You can trust us." Heart. I can promise you, Pumpkin, the words "you" and "innocent" have never crossed my mind, not once. Thank you, thank you. I just don't, I know it seems like an obvious scam, but there's like there's a good reason why I'm like, well, there's a chance that it just looks bad. Oh, you know what? This felt so validating. Lately, I get so angry. I get these fucking ads for these realistic robotic dogs, like dog toys. And every time I would see them, something felt weird. Something felt inconsistent about all the footage they showed. And I started getting recommended YouTube videos talking about how it's an obvious scam. And I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because, like, there would be some scenes where the toy dog, the robotic toy dog, quote, moves realistically. And then I always noticed it was weird. There would be a shot of, like, this elderly man, and he's in like, a wood shop making these dogs. And I would never, like, look too closely at the image. I just always thought it was, like, a little bit weird. Like, wow, what an old-timey looking aesthetic factory. Like, wooden factory where you're making these, like, stupid little cute toys, I guess. But, whatever. But, then whenever the video was, like, dissecting it, it's like, alright, I'm gonna, like, really look and pay attention to what I'm actually, like, seeing. And I'm like, oh, wait, that is so clearly AI. That is so clearly AI. And it's crazy, right? Like, we're just being scammed all the time with these AI ads. They get on YouTube, a whole minute ads, advertising fake products using AI. It fucking sucks. There's another one that I keep getting of fake jewelry. I saw a video actually talking about it where it's AI that tries to look like elderly couple ran businesses selling random things. In this case, it's jewelry. It's constantly this obvious AI looking jewelry. And if you see the profile picture of like the ad runner, it's like obvious fake old person generated with AI. And I just can't get it to stop. It reminds me of whenever I was on Facebook and I would always get these bullshit t-shirt anime ads for stolen art that's being put on t-shirts. And it was all Facebook would ever show me. And it would drive me insane. There's a good reason that I don't pre-order anything on any website, and it's pricey because of your situation. It really depends on where you do it from. Like, I pre-ordered, or I think I flat out ordered a resin figure a long time ago from some website. I guess they were legitimate, and I realized what I ordered, I made a mistake in what I ordered. It wasn't what I thought it was, and then I didn't want it. And they ended up refunding me. They were actually, like, really cool about that. And they didn't have to. They could have said, oh, sorry, it's out of our hands, but sorry. I guess I could have, like, taken it up with my card company. I think whenever you escalate things with card companies, you have a shot. In this situation with the eBay thing, I don't know if I really could. But, where was I getting? Oh, but if you're pre-ordering stuff from Amazon, if you're pre-ordering from AmiAmi or, like, legitimate websites, you're usually pretty in good hands. Not that things can't go wrong. Like, I remember I pre-ordered something from AmiAmi, and it was the only time I ever had an issue with an order arriving. In this case, it didn't arrive. It just never showed up. And I had to wait a long time, like, going through the system and everything before AmiAmi ended up refunding me. But they refunded me, and it worked out. Yeah, the robot dogs... It's just annoying. Never buy on it. eBay's fine for the most part. Like, there's certain things to avoid. Like, it's not always the case, but if people are using stock photos for what they're selling, don't buy. Usually, don't buy from them because they're likely hiding the condition of the item. Like, yeah, they'll send you the game, all right, but they're not going to tell you what the condition is. But you know, if you pay attention to reviews, seller feedback, although I just realized if other people have been in my situation with this seller, and are unable to leave negative reviews. Well, maybe that's why there's no negative reviews, because they can't send them, because they kept waiting months and months and months and months. So be careful. Honestly, I don't think I'm ever gonna pre-order from eBay again. I told them, hoping that maybe they'll like throw me a bone, where I'm like, hey look, I'll buy the item from you, like again, when you have it in stock. I'm just like not comfortable right now, like, because of how things have gone. Like, I'll wait, you know, but no response. So I don't know what they're gonna do. I actually tried to cancel a long time ago with them because something felt fishy about them. Whenever they told me they were gonna like mail me a piece of paper, I got really jumpy. I'm like, I don't think this is a good idea, because I knew this would not work in my favor with the eBay system. But I'm like, they're like, don't worry. And I'm like, okay. I just, you know, I was just worried. Okay, thank you. eBay is great. It's like a worldwide garage sale. Yeah, and it's better than Amazon, in my opinion, in terms of if you're getting, like, secondhand goods, like old retro games. They typically, for the most part, they will supply photos of the item more than Amazon sellers will. They tend to be, they'll give you more information about the item on eBay than Amazon sellers typically will. I wouldn't say the day's not going like terrible. It's more like just exhausting. Lots of troubleshooting, lots of PC setup. And then yesterday, unfortunately, I've been hyping up the Quake 2 deathmatch party for yesterday. So we did that for maybe 45 minutes, an hour, and then our power shut off for the entire day. So I didn't really get much done at all yesterday. I kind of like laid around on bed and just waited and waited. And the power didn't come back until 12 o'clock at night. I guess it's AM technically, but I had to wait kind of all day. And then after that, I decided, you know what? I'll watch a movie. I'm curious. How does 28 weeks hold up? And it broke me. I became Menhera after that movie because it is so dull and mediocre. I remember I watched it whenever I was young. I think it was like on one of those TV box things where you could record movies or something like that. But I was able to just have access to the movie. And I remember maybe watching it 1 or 2 times. And I don't remember getting attached to it. I just remember thinking that it was pretty decent. So, since then, I had then seen 28 Days Later, which is really good, and I've rewatched it several times. 28 Days Later is a really good movie. I love it. So I decided, all right, I'm gonna go into my Discord, !Discord, by the way, if you feel like joining. And I hosted it. Didn't have any mic on, I was just too tired, so I'm like, I'll just have the movie play and I'll just chillax. And it is very much nothing. All it felt like is, I guess they have a higher budget compared to the first one anyway. I don't think the budget was like that high. It's not like some Tom Cruise movie or something, but it seemed higher. And it's a bunch of establishing shots, the theme song, and like, oh, look how fucked up everything is. It's so emotional and sad, but they're not very good at, fleshing out their characters much. It felt like such a dull cast. Like, I thought it was interesting, like, the dad kind of being shady, gaslighting his kids and everything about, like, the wife and everything. But I don't think the payoff was that great. He ended up becoming, like, a stalker zombie that could just go wherever he wants. One fucking dude is able to, like, just kill a bunch of soldiers who should be armed. It's like, how do I say this? Like, what is it? The suspension of disbelief or something? Like, I understand that you shouldn't take everything so seriously. Like, look, the movie needs to happen. They're just trying to make it happen. But sometimes if something's stupid enough, even I can notice it. Shaky cam is unreal. I remember that was like a thing. Like, shaky cam plagued everything for a period. I don't know if it was because of Cloverfield or whatever. I think that was one of the big ones that did it. And I think you can use shaky cam effectively, but you have to have some restraint, and you can't use it all the time. In this movie, it felt like they were using it all the time. And I don't feel like, oh, this makes it feel so raw and real. It makes me not want to look at the screen. It makes me, like, feel like, okay, you keep shaking me around. You don't want me to watch you? Like, I'm gonna get dizzy watching this. And I heard that some people actually do get dizzy watching shaky cam stuff. Which I wouldn't be surprised if that was the main reason why they stopped doing it as much, like movies in general. Because, like, if half of your audience is actually physically getting sick, well then, they don't want to lose money doing that, so... Nothing makes me hate an action horror movie more than shaky camera. And, like, I think you could do it subtly, like, for certain action scenes, maybe. But it just depends on how you do it. Just don't go too overboard. Don't make it to where you can't even tell what's going on anymore. Just be a little bit subtle. Blair Witch at least called for it, kind of. Like, the whole gimmick with it is that they're using a handheld camera. Now, yeah. That was the gimmick. They're using a handheld camera. Whereas 28 weeks later, I mean, that's not really what they're implying. It's just stylistically they do have a guy holding a camcorder, and I guess he's shaking really hard. But yeah. Can't wait for 28 years later. It's given The Last of Us vibes. That makes it seem a little bit unappealing to me. I don't really feel like I'm interested in 28 years later because, I mean, I should be fair. 28 days later did start after the initial phase of the apocalypse. He wakes up from a coma and everything's already kind of gone to hell. So it did start off that way. But the deeper you go into the post-apocalypse, the less interested I am, I guess. The world's all barren, and it doesn't feel as interesting to me. But maybe it'll be okay. I don't know. I think I heard that the original director is coming back for this, which doesn't necessarily mean anything. Just because you have certain key people coming back doesn't mean that it's guaranteed to be good. Oh, so I haven't turned off a lot of the system sounds for my PC yet, but it's actually kind of nice. My last PC, whenever there was these error sounds or I'm closing out of a program, it would be very loud and obnoxious, like it would like peak my ears, or it would peak in my headphones. This is kind of like subtle, like it's kind of gentle sounding, so I might keep it in for a little bit. Mersari is pretty good. It's just hard to find decent prices there. It's probably because a lot of the sellers there are like savvy. So if you're like selling anime merchandise, you'll probably check how much that is worth. Like, for example, when I sell stuff, I'm not, like, if something is worth $300 in the aftermarket, I'm not gonna sell it for 100 bucks, you know, unless I got really desperate, I guess. But that's most figure sellers in general. Like, we're not gonna go like too crazy and like sell that much lower than, like, say what we originally paid, for example. 28 years later is filmed entirely from an iPhone. Oh, speaking of iPhone, I was actually worried that I would have trouble setting up VTube Studio with this computer, because for my last computer, I had a very specific issue where my computer would not register the iPhone. And the only fix that there was is I had to install iTunes on my computer, then I synced my phone up to iTunes on my computer, and then my computer accepted the iPhone, and thus VTube Studio accepted the iPhone. So I thought I was gonna have to do that. But it was like the most smooth transition I've ever experienced. It was awesome. Now, there's one thing that I might have to deal with. I know some of my model, the toggles for my model have the conflictions back. So not for this costume maybe, but one of my other costumes, I'll deal with the issue of having multiple arms at a time. I actually dealt with that issue before the computer, the new computer arrived. I just didn't get around to fixing it. So I technically still have a bunch more work to do, which will add another hour to all of this. Will it even be on Netflix with Netflix rules? Wait, what do you mean? What Netflix, like, what is, 28 weeks late. Wait, what are we talking about? Oh, are we talking about 28 years later? I'm gonna refresh my email really quick. I hope you don't mind. No response. That's always a good sign. When they respond and then you ask for a refund and then they don't respond, that's a good sign. But, you know, maybe their kid's sick. No, I want a drink. Maybe their kid's sick. You know, that's it. Oh, a hair... Okay, so I don't care about Lilo and Stitch. I've seen the movie. I don't care much for it. I think it's good objectively. I'm just never been crazy for it. Even though I actually watched a lot of the old TV show, like the cartoon. I thought that was fine. They had a pink Stitch. Anyway, they're not gonna have the shark guy in it. And when I saw like a thread of people talking about that, I guess the movie is not even gonna be in theaters, or it's gonna be on streaming or something? What's going on with that exactly? Enjoy Lilo beating the shit out of the world. That stuff is good. I mean, there's literally nothing bad about Lilo and Stitch. It's just not for me. Here, I'm just going back up a little bit. My buddy had motion sickness while watching original Cloverfield. I've actually never seen it, and I have a feeling it's not going to be that great. I think I heard people say that they don't really reveal the monster until the very end or something. And I think I've heard comments talking about how it's a bit underwhelming. I think it's because Snow White bombed so bad, it killed any and all interest in live-action remakes, be it audience or studios. Which is funny because none of them looked good. All of them suck. Like, they all looked like garbage, cheap cash grabs. Hell, the Lilo and Stitch one might actually be kind of cute. Because it's like, it's a family film. It's not like, how do we turn this character into a girl boss? How do we subvert, oh no, Prince Charming this time, etc. But they're not gonna have the shark guy. And I heard that there's like 2 alien characters. I don't know. There's like I don't remember very well. There's this yellow alien that has 1 eye. What is that character's name? I think I heard that he's not going to be in his alien form very much, that he's going to be in a human form, and people are saying, oh, it's because they don't want to, like, pay for all the CGI that it would take. Pleakley. Okay. Also, hello, Blue. Hi. 10 Cloverfield Lane, kind of the only good one. Wait, there's sequels? What number sequel is that? I remember when I installed graphics card, I almost had a panic attack. I didn't have to mess with that stuff, unfortunately. One thing that I finally did is I had this, like, old speaker set that I've had for maybe, I want to say 15 years, if not longer. It's really old, and I don't use it. I just always stick to my headphones. And it's kind of a pain to switch back and forth to speaker and headphones. Audio stuff got convoluted, so I never bothered. So I finally moved that giant, like, box at my feet out of the way. It's been a long time coming. Yes. This is my favorite Deadly Premonition song. I actually am surprised it's playing Deadly Premonition. I guess... Oh, I see what happened. The last video that I was playing, which was, like, Resident Evil save room music, I think, it was, like, towards the end of the video already. So it ended, and then it went to this, like, Deadly Premonition song. I'll switch this to loop, so I don't have to worry about it, like, playing copyright. I'm not in the mood to play copyright stuff. 10 Cloverfield Lane is a standalone movie that got last-minute shoehorned into the Cloverfield universe. So was it originally going to be something else, and then they decided, oh, well, we should market it. Let's call it Cloverfield. Also, I feel like we watched something else recently. But man, not being able to play a lot of Quake sucks. However, I ended up walking up and down a hill, which was nice. I'm getting stronger already. I do feel like my breathing has gotten better. My stamina has gotten better. The only thing that sucks is finding time to do it multiple times a day. Because you gotta be careful. You can't do that at night. But it's good. It's good exercise, walking up a hill. I need to eventually, like, come up with a backpack or something. I don't have a backpack anymore. I haven't had one since, like, school, and they're all thrown away now, just trashed. I need a new backpack, and I don't know what I'm gonna fill it with, but backpack, going up a hill. That'll be good. That's what the outside world will do to you. As far as I know, the only thing that wasn't in the original version was the very end. Okay, okay. Wait, 625 is the sandwich one. Sandwich? What, the alien characters? Were they... Oh, do they do the alien thing if they, like, have a number for a name or something? Scroll back. How long ago was that? Wait, long ago was what? The going outside? Today! I went outside today, actually. I don't remember why. I think I needed a break or something before, messing with my computer. Look up army training, see how much weight they carry on their backs and do that. Honestly, back in school, my backpack would be very big and would have lots of stuff in it. So I'm kind of used to, like, having heavy backpacks. However, I'm sure it wasn't as heavy as, like, an army dude's. But I'd be having some textbooks and that shit. I don't miss it. I would have, like, my backpack would be falling apart so bad. Or I would do this thing where I would bring manga, put it in my backpack, thus slowly damaging it. Not terribly damaging it, but the edges would start getting roughened. The more it would go outside, the yellower it would get. And I wouldn't even read the manga half the time because if I'm anxious enough, I just can't focus and read. Like, oh, I'm at school, I don't feel comfortable here. So if I'm not comfortable, why would I pull out a book and start reading? I'm not comfortable. And that's the reason why I didn't work on commissions yesterday, because you're thinking like, okay, the power's out. And the power's going to be out all day until literally, like, late tonight. So I should draw. But I'm so anxious and upset that the Quake 2 thing got cut short unexpectedly after, like, hyping everybody to come and having to disappoint them all with all that. And then being bored for the whole day. I just couldn't draw. So I'm thinking, man, this sucks. Whatever. I'll focus on commissions tomorrow. But I didn't realize that setting up the new PC would be 7 to 6 hours of my day. I didn't know I was going to get scammed on eBay, although I can't blame the eBay thing. That happened after I had already decided that I wouldn't be able to do commissions today. Alright, I'm going to go check my email for the 500 thing. Throw me a bone here. Please refund me out of the goodness of your heart. And they'll probably be like, sorry, we would refund you, but, you know, we don't have any evidence that you've ordered anything. We looked on our systems, looked up the recipient name, and, we're just not seeing you. Then what do? I took a photo of the little letter that they sent to me. That's how I'll know if they're scamming me or not. I took a photo of the letter that they sent to me, so it's printed in the... Oh, thank you for the follow. It has like a kind of like ye olde paper like texture printed over it. It's like a brown, like ancient map looking paper, even though it's clearly just like printing paper. It's, you know, a message obviously written by them. So if they say, we don't recognize that, I'll snip a tip. Hold on, I want to check something. I'm on Windows 11 now, actually. It's honestly not too bad. Had to, like, do some adjustments here and there, but I don't mind so far. However, I don't know what kind of game stuff it's broken. I'm gonna have to, like, reconfig the emus and stuff too, huh? So the work's not done yet, but I think we've done so much today. We've gotten everything set up for the most part. Hopefully the compressor is working the way that it's supposed to. But thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Remember, I used to carry all my books in my backpack for a time because my mom was always like, make sure you have all your books with you all the time. Did it help you? You get a workout? Watch them pull the paper is actually what you ordered. The description says so. Ugh. I would cry. I hate 11. Had to do a bunch of stuff to restore Windows 10 elements and disable other junk. Now it's serviceable. I had to, like, get rid of this annoying thing at the bottom left-hand corner that's trying to, like, shove news in my face. Here's your forecast. Here's your docs. Here's what's going on in the world. I'm like, ugh. Fuck off. Get away from me. Also, you guys are gonna be so proud of me. Get ready? Ready? I'm not using Windows Chrome anymore. We decided to go with something called Brave. Brave, and I need 3 browsers for how I have things set up. I need Firefox, Edge, Brave. The end. That's all I need. And everything's great. What's wrong with Brave? Oh, jeez, it's over. I only need Brave so I can maybe look at manga sites without viruses. Oh shit, I need to install Malwarebytes. Look at stuff without viruses. And have, when I want to play an audio that I don't want to appear in the VOD, that's what I also use it for. But before I forget, let me go ahead and actually install Malwarebytes. Malwarebytes. I heard that apparently Windows Defender, like the default like virus protection thing, is actually kind of decent now. But I still like having Malwarebytes anyway, because I've just always like stuck with them. Where's the free version? What's going on? Oh, here it is. See how cute that sound is? Did you hear that? Advanced options? Yeah, I don't want your weird, stupid browser plugins, whatever the hell you want to do. Install. Brave were good, but they did some shit privacy upsets people didn't like, and it became a write-off for them. Oh, okay. I don't care too much about that. At least for myself. Not saying that other people can't be upset. But, also, we switched out one of the cables, hoping that it would fix my download speed. It didn't. There might be another thing that we have to replace, but what really matters is that my upload is, like, fine. But, honestly, I just realized I haven't really done any stress tests with games. Like, theoretically, can I stream Darktide now, as an example? And also, another stress test that I'll be doing tomorrow, I suppose, is seeing how well I can host 4 VTuber models in VTube Studio, because I'm going to be doing a collab, hosting it on my channel tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be with Mame, Hime, and Zuzu. We're going to be playing Friendslop. You're never going to guess what Friendslop. It's so obscure. You've never seen anybody play it. It just came out. It's called Repo. Alright, Malwarebytes is on, but I'm not going to bother booting it up. I don't feel like it. I don't know if it's like a cable that we need, or if we need to switch out this box. It's like some kind of splitter box. I don't know how this setup works. And what I know is that my nails are long, and I want to bite them. It didn't help you. I had a lot of books. My teachers had to tell her that I wasn't able to carry them all because they kept ripping back. That's why my bag kept ripping. I don't know why, but you perpetually look like you know I shat in the Target display toilet and are concerned and judging, but also scared to call. I'm not scared to call you out on it. It's more that it doesn't really affect me, and you could do whatever you want. I hope the stress test works. That would be cool. That would be awesome. But gonna have to set up another Quake night at some point. Hopefully soon, or maybe another game. I don't know. But if you did come to the Quake 2 deathmatch yesterday, sorry that it got cut short. I couldn't believe it. But I've been out with power for a month before, so even though I was really bored and irritated yesterday, once you've been without power for like a month, mainly internet especially, because we had a generator, so, you know, we had some light and our food didn't go bad, so we didn't have it as bad as other people. But in terms of internet, you go a month without internet, you'll be fine going without internet for a day. So it was fine, it just sucked. One manga, why does that sound familiar? I don't even remember some of the manga reading sites that I used back in the day. I know there was one where you would download zips of the chapters. Oh, God. I would read Shaman King from there. But it's long gone, and I don't know if it started with a T or if it started with a Z. How many Bethesda games can you run at the same time? The real test. What would be a good test? Huh. Could play like Deep Rock. Actually, wait. I know that Mina has trouble streaming Unreal Engine games. Like, for example, pretty sure... Wait, is Deep Rock Unreal? I know that they had issues streaming System Shock 1 Remake. Like, their model would go into slowdown and they had to switch to PNG. I think they deal with that in Deep Rock as well, right? Although Mina's never streamed Deep Rock, I don't think. And speaking of Bethesda, that new Doom came out, right? I saw a bit of gameplay of it. I saw a review of it. It looks like it feels like with every new Doom game they put out, they kind of try to do something different with it. The new one seems like, you know, leaning more into the arcadey. It looks okay. I think it's color-coded and everything. It kind of looks like it's incorporating elements of bullet hell. I don't know if it looks like it's for me, though. Some environments seemed pretty cool, and then some other environments seemed boring. I don't think I'm ever gonna get it, personally. I'd rather play a mod. Looks like Gears of War cross between, wow, it's Reddit. What is it? What did it mean? Mina's the one that came up with this. Mina said that, that new Doom is like Warhammer for Reddit. That's what Mina said. Can't get into the new Doom game. Such a big fan of classic Dooms, and these just don't have the same appeal at all. They're very different, right? I can see, like, a certain demographic of Doom fans really liking new Doom. Like, leaning into the rip-in chair, etc. I get why people like it. But Doom's like a fractured fan base. I don't think you could really make a Doom game that wouldn't alienate or anger a section of the fan base. It's just how it is. But I'll just won't play it. Like, people can enjoy it and everything. I just won't play it. Cyberpunk path tracing max settings. Actually, I don't know. I don't even remember what my specs are. I know that I'm not top of the line. I think I'm like... If Mina's probably playing stupid Tarkov right now. But Mina either said that it's a high B or a low A. Hello, Ulu. I'm good. I'm just kind of doing the rare just chatting. Figured I would just hang out a little bit. I should clean myself up and not look so messy. Hello, Queef. Hi. Can we play Bad Parenting? How did we do that? I don't have a child. I don't have eggs anymore. They're all gone. I checked. Your PC should be more than fine for Darktide. I'll be surprised if it can't handle it, to be honest. My old PC can handle Darktide, but can it stream it? Because when I did try to stream Darktide on my last computer, it was like 1 frame per second. It was so bad. It was unplayable. All the hordes would be in run-in animation, but they would all be standing in place while doing the run-in animation. It was so bad. And my PC wasn't like horrible or anything. It was just very like outdated. But usually I don't run into issues because I play older games typically, or non-intensive games. I don't really typically play like Darktide level stuff, or what's the other game that I had trouble with? Ready or Not? I think Ready or Not was one that would always give me trouble. My grandpa has served in 12 different wars between the years 1945 and 2005. Survived being shot at, survived 4 bombings, but this morning he farted so loud it scared him awake and he thought he was back in Vietnam. That's crazy. Well, it's a good thing that he's not back there and that he was just in bed, relaxed and having a good day. I don't think I did record. Well, if I recorded it, I probably deleted the VOD because... Oh, no, actually, I do have the VOD still. Because the stream started off as the Warhammer DLC for Power Wash Simulator. And then I rallied up some people to play Darktide with me. And we tried to transition over to that, and that's when it went bad. But I actually should have that VOD somewhere. Oh, speaking of, do the VODs from Twitch all get deleted today, or do they get deleted tomorrow? It's literally the end times. I already deleted, like, my own VODs. Watch them be like, oh, actually, we decided that it was just a prank, and we're not going to delete the VODs. That would suck, but a lot of my most recent, actually, almost all my recent VODs had been automatically deleted because I wasn't able to highlight them anymore because I was over my limit. And I took too long before I tried to clear up space on my own. 100 hours is It's such a low limit. I remember I was misremembering, and I told my friend that, oh, it's like 500 hours, and he's like, 500 hours? That's pretty good. But I was still arguing, 500 hours for, like, streamers who stream as often as some of us? That's not a lot. But it's not even 500, it's 100. That's hardly anything. So Twitch is no longer going to be, well, it's not so much VODs, I guess, technically. It's highlights. So, you know, if you didn't want to lose your streams, your stream VODs, you would highlight them all. The highlight feature was obviously meant more for people to highlight moments, segments of streams, not highlight an entire 8-hour stream, for example, which is how we've all been doing it. So they decided, actually, you have a limit of 100 hours for highlights, and VODs are just gonna go away. But you can archive them on YouTube. So that's what we have to do. And today or tomorrow is when they're all going away. So if you hadn't been storing your VODs, they're all about to be gone. It's so hard to get VODs uploaded to YouTube. I got a backlog from 2003 that still needs to be up. Yeah, you're out of time. Because you have a 100 video limit with YouTube. So if you try to export more than 100 videos in one day to YouTube, they will not let you do it anymore. You have to wait 24 hours after that to be able to upload more. So, yeah. Speaking of Power Wash, what about Schedule 1 or Supermarket Simulator? I know people have been playing that Schedule 1 game a lot. And I know somebody told me what it is, but I've kind of already forgotten it, and haven't really investigated it. Maybe it'll be cool? Hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna check my email again. Just, you know. Okay, that's, nothing. That's okay, that's okay. I'm not being scammed. Weed game. Oh! I'll probably forget again. 100 if you have all the prerequisites. If not, it limits it even more. Like, do you gotta be, like, affiliate on Twitch for it to work? I don't know how it works. Yeah, we tried to bring Undead Sloth, although he's now changed his username. It'll take me a bit to remember it. If I saw the name, I would remember it, but I'm really bad with names. But yeah, we just randomly dragged in somebody who I hadn't streamed with before. Dragged them into playing Darktide, and then we just couldn't. Hi, Abigail. Hey, everybody. That's Abigail Kruk. I don't think I have any mods. Well, Mina's a mod. Well, you know who else is a mod? Me. Shout out. Abigail Kruk M. Abigail finished Resident Evil 1 the other day. I was with them. I supported them the whole way. And Abigail, you gotta admit, I was very well behaved compared to the other parts of that stream series. You have to admit that I was very uncharacteristically well behaved that last one. Because I felt calmer, chiller. We finished Resident Evil 1. You did great. I was very surprised that you ran out of health items, but you're a gamer and you did perfectly good. Can't wait for you to experience more. Now, I do want to say, you don't have to feel obligated or pressured to be like, oh, the only way I can experience Resident Evil games is if I drag Pumpkin along and like staple her to my ankle. You know, you could do however you want. As long as you're playing through the series, I'm happy. But I mean, of the games that if you want to ankle me, like if you want me to be attached to your ankle during Resident Evil, it's got to be 2 and RE1 Remake. I'm just saying, specifically those. What? You didn't tell me. Hold on. You didn't tell me. All right, everybody, type and you'll get your ghost. The fishing mini. Oh yes. Abigail, whenever you play Resident Evil 4, I'll teach you how to fish in that game. There's multiple ways you can fish, technically. You like your ghosts? I'm so excited, yo. Oh, so I've been getting, not for the last few days, but I did get some pretty big updates for the upcoming Moe models. You might have seen me retweet one of them on Twitter. I'm so excited and happy. I cannot wait. I'm like on the edge of my seat, constantly hoping for a new update. It's gonna be so worth it, you guys. And we're gonna be playing more than just shmup games. We're gonna be doing whatever the fuck I want with them. I don't want to limit myself because I love them way too much. But I've been a little bit worried that I keep muddying the brands even more. So, a Halloween Ghost, but also Eldritch Ghost, but also, you know, Sailor Girl, and, you know, also Dinosaur Girl, and also this and that. But it's gonna be worth it. Because that's who I am. I'm everything, and I'm nothing. Oh, that would have been cool. I used to want retro models, retro 3D models. Those would have been perfect for Mega Man Legends. But honestly, I think I've moved on from 3D. I don't really want to go back. 3D is really cool and everything. It has like a lot of benefits to it and charm. I just don't want to balance the programs. I don't want to dig out shit to like set them up. I like my 2Ds. 2Ds are fun. I like them. Getting a coffee cup model where you're just a talking cup. Well, I got a coffee right here, but it's not me. This is my asset. My asset. Pumpkin be like, I am all of me. So true. Synth, after like the 10th costume, I just got used to you being something new all the time. Right? But you always know it's me. Because of the hair color. I do think, well, I think most of my costumes tend to be at least a little bit in theme with, like, the pre-existing character, kind of. Similar, like, color palettes and stuff. There's, like, a little bit of consistency. But the upcoming costumes are going to be so different. But I'm very excited because, I mean, I'm going to end up doing this, like, speech. I'll save it for later. I was going to do a whole speech about, like, my aesthetics before the Halloween and ghost thing, but I'll do that whenever I end up debuting those. She's the VTuber with an actual wardrobe. No, the others shouldn't go shopping because it costs money. Like, getting VTuber costumes just adds more and more onto the bill. That's why most people do it, because you don't really need to have a bunch of costumes to, like, do well as a VTuber. If anything, it's actually kind of dumb what I do, but I do it because I have a lot of fun having costumes. Because I don't get to dress up in real life, but in VTubing I can. Have a cybergoth model. That's a design I haven't even seen before in VTubing. I don't see cybergoth too often, but I've seen like aesthetics that are kind of similar. Just got into Me-Side on recommendation. Pretty fun anime horror. I watched like a playthrough of that game. It looks like okay. I'm pretty what's the term? Resistant to like lots of streamer horror games. If that makes sense. Because there's just so many of them that for one to even like catch my interest, it's got to be like really significant, and that almost never happens. But I'm glad people like it. Just not for me. The models can be pricey. I helped with some visual novels that use live 2D models. It's lots of intensive work. Like, it's all expensive for a reason. Lots of talented people do this. I've made a live 2D before. And I didn't even do a good job, like, separating the parts and everything. It's hard. It's actually really hard. And then rigging, ooh. And there's like a spectrum to rigging as well. I guess also the live 2D, like the artwork also has to be done a certain way to have certain flexibility. But like people who can do like crazy like face angles, that shit's impressive. And I imagine it's tedious. I've seen some of Lenora's work in progresses because she does live 2D rigging. It's like the character looks like ants. They have like a bunch of dots all over the face, and those are all the dots that you have to adjust to create the animation. And more things seem to go towards, it's either Flash kind of animation or it's live 2D style animation when it comes to games. Not so much like traditional animation. I'm catching up a little bit. I think you should dress cute in real life. All women deserve cute outfits. I mean, I can, I have a wardrobe and everything. It's not overly special. A lot of it's kind of basic bitch goth. I have some old nautical dresses and everything, but when you get older and you don't really have much of a social outlet, like you don't have like friends that live near you anymore, it's just hard to get motivated to bother. Like if you're also like, if you're doomer or if you're depressed, it's hard to find motivation to even bother. I had a spike, like a period of maybe 3 to 4 years where I would get dressed up very often, and I had a lot of fun. I quickly learned how to do makeup even remotely competently. I don't think it was great. I didn't like use like high-end products, but I did do makeup for a time. Got kind of decent at it because, oh my god, my makeup skills in my teen years, I probably looked like trash, like horrible. I'm just thinking about it. But now I don't even bother. I don't even bother with the eyeliner. Now, if my situation ever changes, if all my friends moved here or something and, hey, we're gonna go to the mall, I'd be like, okay. I actually, not that, oh well, maybe it was a year ago. I got like a few new dresses, dressed up, and it feels good. I was talking, I think I was talking about it with Lobotomy Bunny, but it feels really nice to put on your tight dress, maybe even put a corset on to kind of feel that constriction. You're wearing your like, your non-comfortable shoes, like your big lawn boots, and they cling to your body, and you don't feel like you're dressed for comfort. You feel like you're dressed to feel fabulous and look fabulous. And there's something that feels kind of nice about it, like a physical satisfaction that you're going all out for the day. I really did like that. Not that I would do much. Like the last time I really dressed up, I mean, I went to the grocery store, maybe went to a restaurant. Nothing that crazy or fancy. And then I came home and streamed or something. And I would just be wearing that outfit. I think that was the stream where I couldn't get the corset off because the way the hooks are, it's just like, it's kind of difficult. And I was just like struggling. But that was a good memory, actually. Hello, Kaiser. We're doing pretty good. We're just chatting. I got finished, for the most part, like 90% finished setting up my PC. And I thought, I'll just hang out and chill with everybody. I don't even want to play a game right now, I think. Maybe? I don't even know. I don't have anything installed. But hopefully, most of the games that I've been playing lately should be on the cloud. We're playing Resident Evil Village on my PS4. And then Wizard Drum on Steam. And that's a recent game, so I'm going to assume that the cloud works perfectly fine with that. How we dress affects how we feel. It's psychology or something. I always encourage people to dress up. Yeah, and also your room. Like, if you let your room be messy and, like, shitty and you don't, like, clean it for a bit, you're going to eventually feel more kind of like, ugh. But whenever your room's all clean and fresh, you feel super good. My room's not too bad, actually. It's how do I say? It's controlled clutter. There is a logic to how the clutter works. And it doesn't look very aesthetic, but I understand it. It wouldn't be too hard for me to get it in shape. All I really need to do is clean up my desks, throw a few water bottles away, and then put my laundry from my bed to my dresser. And then, boom, my room would be kind of decent. Yeah, RE Village, it's a fascinating game. I've been, oh, Machina, thank you so much for the subs. Thank you. Thank you. But, oh, playing with mods, absolutely. If I ever get around to buying Village or RE2 Remake on Steam, I would absolutely install mods. Get rid of the shitty vignettes, fix the FOV, etc. I think, have I played? I know I've played RE2 Remake. Actually, do I own it? I know I played it with JoJo mods, but I might have been game sharing, which technically, then in that case, I kind of own it, actually. But Village is a fascinating game, and I've enjoyed my time streaming it. It's not my first time playing it, but I wanted to like kind of go through it and play like a real game. I don't think wait, have I ever really played any modern Resident Evil on stream before until Village? Because typically, when I stream Resident Evil games, I usually play the older ones. I've streamed like RE1, RE2, a lot. I played a bit of Code Veronica, but I had to halt my playthrough, and I'm gonna start over again. And then RE4 a lot. I think that's... Oh, I played Revelations. Never mind. Revelations was maybe the, Oh, and RE5. Okay, so I have played a few modern Resident Evils. But Village is like the most recent that I ever ended up streaming. Hello, Gleam. What was I doing? Oh, so I own Village, but it's because of the Steam. But I've already been playing through it on my PS4, so I'm going to kind of continue with it with that. If you haven't played modded Left 4 Dead 2, I feel bad for you. Honestly, I think I've only played Left 4 Dead like a few times. I always had the game growing up, I think. But I didn't have friends to play with. I don't know. But I played like Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 in Left 4 Dead. It was like the silly mod where it's supposed to be the old Resident Evil games, kind of. I thought that was fun. But unfortunately, no, I haven't like played with Miku or anything. Oh, thank you for the follow. I don't know why it didn't alert me. Let me try, let's do this. Or maybe it's delayed. I hope that's not like some issue that I'm gonna have to address. I did a few tests and like audio alerts should be working, I think. You like the ghosts? I always forget the ghosts. RE4 PS2 is the best brain rot for a kid. It's fantastic and addictive. I actually never played the PS2 version. I only played GameCube and like, you know, PC and Sony versions, but never the PlayStation. Wait, no, Sony is PlayStation. Am I stupid? I didn't play it on PS2, but I did play it on PS3. Played the HD one and PS4. How could I be so silly? Even if you don't have friends to play with, modded Left 4 Dead 2 is an amazing experience. I mean, it is, but like, it's meant to be a co-op game. I know it has AI partners, but it's meant to be a co-op game. I did buy it a long time ago. I bought it because I could have sworn my friend told me she liked it, and I'm like, hey, I bought the game. You want to play it? And then she's like, no, I don't like that game. She had this way of kind of like shutting down on me about stuff like that. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure I was gaslit. Or I'm crazy. Never enjoyed that series. I thought it was really fun, honestly. Kind of sad that I didn't play it more growing up, but I got to play it a bit in the last 5 years, and I thought it was great. Checking my email again. Am I still scammed? I guess so. Alright. You love gaslighting. Honestly, I can't believe you thought that I would blame you for 28 weeks later. I would never blame you for that. Although I do blame you for liking it. I don't know. Somebody, Kama said that he thought that 28 weeks later is better. Or he didn't say it was better. He said he might like it more than 28 days later. How could you have that opinion? That's just not right. What was I talking about? Resident Evil. Oh, right. Oh, Abigail! Abigail, did you abandon